Hey you guys, my name is Mara Sullivan and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about some ways to get more comfortable speaking on camera, whether that's for YouTube or you are creating videos for other platforms, or maybe you want to get into acting, whatever medium or realm you are trying to speak on camera. You might need to be on camera at some point, or if you just want to watch this video to gain some more knowledge, then stick around. I am by no means an expert in this field by any chance. I am brand new to YouTube. I have only been doing YouTube for a little bit over a month now. I'm about 20-ish videos in, and if you have seen any of my other videos, then you know one of my main goals for YouTube or for starting YouTube has been to get comfortable speaking on camera, because it has been something that I have been terrified to do for the longest time. I do have a podcast. My podcast is called Thoughts by Mara. That is available on all podcast platforms. I've been doing that for about 2 years now, and that is audio only. And so even though I have gotten some experience in putting myself out there, audio and video are completely different because you can see me. Video is so much more, I don't know, it's just visual. It's lighting, it is, yourself on camera, it's facial expressions, people can see what you're wearing, they can see, how you look, they can, see how you carry yourself and things like that. Like, video is just a lot more than audio, and is obviously just more visual. There's no other way to put it. And so there are so many reasons why people get super nervous and freaked out to speak on camera. I myself, like I said, have been so terrified to talk on camera for the longest time. I've wanted to do YouTube for so many years now. I've started and stopped making YouTube videos for years, like literal years. I'm so proud of myself for finally doing this and sticking to it and just developing the mindset that this is something I want to do, and I don't care about how I look. I don't care about what people have to say. I don't care about numbers. Like, this is just something that I genuinely have always wanted to do, and I knew that once I started it, I was gonna love it, and I do. Like I said, I'm by no means an expert on speaking on camera, but I do want to share a few things that I have learned and that have been helping me so far on my YouTube journey. And the number one thing that has helped me is to talk to the one person who you are trying to reach with your video or with your message, or if you're acting, the one person who you are trying to inspire with whatever role or character you might be playing. It is so much easier to just focus on one person than it is, at least for me, than it is to focus on talking to billions of people. Depending on your platform, views and things like that don't really matter. Like, just focus on the one person who you are trying to reach, and talk directly to them. And if you can just imagine that person in your head and create your videos or do your performance or whatever it is you're doing on camera to that one person, it's going to take the pressure off of you, and it's going to remind you that however you're showing up on camera is not fully about you. It's more so about the message you're trying to get across. It's about the information that you're trying to tell people. It's about the story you're trying to tell. If you are playing a character or acting, it is about the people you're trying to inspire in that role. You hear actors all the time say they do their best to do that character justice or do that role justice, and just think about that. It's not really about you. It's more so about the message you're trying to get across, the information you're trying to share. And so whatever it is that you are making videos on, or whatever topic you are talking about, focus on the one person who you are trying to reach. If you are making videos about, how to be more minimal, how to live a more minimalist life, then talk to the person who's going to be searching for your video and who wants to go on a minimalist or minimalism journey. Just talk to that one person. Imagine that one person in your head and create your videos as if you're just speaking to them. And it'll feel more like you're talking to a friend and not that you're putting yourself out there on the worldwide interwebs. It'll feel more just conversational. I didn't put that on my list, but also make it like that. If you are doing, YouTube videos specifically, and you're doing sit down videos like I am, try your best to make it a little bit like conversational. That way you don't feel like you're on a platform. You don't feel like you're on a stage. You don't feel like, you are trying to be something that you're not. You can be more yourself, and you can be authentic, and you can be, real and genuine. And there is an ambulance going by outside my window. If you guys can hear that, I'm so sorry. And that's another thing, just not taking yourself too seriously. Like I said, got to the place with YouTube where I just wanted to do it, no matter what. No matter what, I would make the time. I do work, and I work a lot, and I know that I'm not, 100%, or I haven't been 100% comfortable speaking on camera. I'm getting there now, and I know that I don't have a perfect studio or location to shoot, but I just really, like I said, you have to make up your mind, is it something that you want to do or not? And you have to push yourself out of your comfort zone, and it has definitely helped me to, like I said, not take myself too seriously, to just be real and be authentic. And if you hear an ambulance going by, so what? If I mess up words, so what? You just have to get to the place where you just don't care. And it's more so about, like I said, the message that you're trying to get across. More so, that is more important than the external circumstances that might be going on around you. Just focus on right here, right now. And, people are going to be connected to that. You're going to be relatable because people can see that you're being yourself. And you're not perfect. And embracing imperfection is a huge part of doing something new. It's a huge part of putting yourself on camera. It's a huge part of putting yourself out there. And so just remember to, like I said, talk to the one person who you are trying to reach, and also do not take yourself too seriously at all. And a lot of times when we are I know for me, when I get super anxious or nervous or self-conscious, it's because I'm paying too much attention to myself, and I'm not focusing on the message that I'm trying to get across. I'm not focusing on helping someone else. I'm not focused on, being of service to the person that I'm trying to help, or the people that I'm trying to reach, and who I know can, get a takeaway from my message, or from the videos that I'm creating, or from me telling my story. And, a lot of anxiety that I think we face, not just on YouTube, and not just doing, not just putting ourselves out there, but just on an everyday, daily life. A lot of anxiety and nervousness can come from us paying too much attention to ourselves. And they always say, if you're trying to get out of your own head, go do something for someone else. That's one of my favorite sayings that has always stuck with me since I was a kid. I've heard that phrase or expression, or whatever you want to call it. But if you're too absorbed in your own self, your own world, your own head, you need to get out of your own head and go do something for someone else. It does make a huge difference, and it does help so much. And so make sure that you are focusing, like I said, just more so on the message you're trying to get across. Focus more so on the person that you're trying to reach, or people. But like I said, if you just focus on that one person, you'll be okay. And if you can't imagine that one person in your head, imagine you talking to the version of yourself who needs to hear what it is that you have to say. And it really does make a difference. Like I said, when you're talking to someone who needs to hear it, and you're just trying to be a friend to whoever's on the other side of that camera, it will make a difference, and it'll just take the pressure off of yourself, and it should help you to not be so consumed or self-conscious or anything, anxiety, nervous related. You'll just be able to talk a little bit more easily. It's okay to be nervous. It's okay to, worry about how you look or how you sound, or, how you look on video, and how your camera lighting, anything like that. But just know that once you get started, I know for me, like I said, once I've just kind of got into the habit of filming, got into a little bit more of a routine with it, I am by no means perfect, but there are certain things that can help. And some of the biggest things have been focusing on the one person that I want to talk to, and not taking myself too seriously. And like I said, just knowing that it's not about me, it's more about the person that I'm trying to help. It's more about the information I'm trying to convey and get across, and the message that I am sharing. Something else that has also really been helping me has been watching other YouTubers. And so whatever, like I said, platform, medium you are trying to create videos on, or you already are creating videos on, or if you are, wanting to get into the entertainment industry or be on a show or actor, things like that, whatever it is involving a camera, look at people who are already doing it. If you're trying to be on TV, look at people who have a TV show who are doing that already. You're trying to do YouTube, look at established YouTubers who have already made hundreds of videos and who have already been on this platform for a very long time. I have been watching YouTube for so long, and so even though I am new to creating videos on the platform, I am not new at all to consuming videos on YouTube. I have been watching YouTubers since high school, and so it really helps me to see how a lot of YouTubers that I've been watching since I was like 16, 17, how they have grown over the last decade. And it's been really inspiring because now they're my age, they're 25, 26 and older, and they are established, and they have, some of the YouTubers that I watch have never had a quote unquote job because they started YouTube, when they were kids. And it just really helps to look at other people who, are doing what you want to do, who are already, established, and who already have gained that confidence. And also remember that even people who have been at the game, singers will tell you this all the time. I heard one of my favorite artists ever is Jon Batiste, and he says he still, to this day, will still get the worst performance anxiety ever. And I've seen him in person, I've met him before, and I'm gonna do a separate video on like meeting him and things that I've learned from him and from his life because I love him so much. But he says he still gets super nervous, and I've heard so many singers, so many artists say the same thing. And so also remember that even the greatest of the greatest of the greatest, the most established, the people with the most experience who have been on stage and been in front of a camera thousands of times still get nervous. A lot of artists are actually have more of an introverted personality, even though they make their living being on a stage and being in front of a camera all the time. A lot of them actually are very shy people, and I've met a lot of them, and they're very not complete introverts, but they have more, shy personalities, and you'd be very surprised. So just remember that even the people who you are looking up to also still get nervous sometimes. They still get self-conscious sometimes, but the difference is they still push themselves. And so just remember that the difference between average and exceptional, between good and great, is some people are willing to push past their fears and some people are not. Some people are willing to be like, yeah, I'm nervous as hell, but I'm still gonna do this because I want to do it, And it's all about it being worth it for you. Is it worth it to put yourself out there? Whatever it is you want to do, is it worth it for you to put yourself on camera and to conquer your fears? You really have to believe in, it sounds cheesy, but you do have to believe in yourself enough to be like, I'm just gonna do it. I don't care how I look, I don't care how I sound, I don't care, I don't even care how I feel, because if you feel nervous, that's also going to discourage you from putting yourself out there. But at the end of the day, either you want to do it or you don't. And so just remember to focus on what you want to do and make sure that it is worth it to you. And remember that the greatest of the great, whoever your favorite singer, YouTuber, actor, actress, artist is, also still gets nervous sometimes, and that is so important to keep in mind. Like I said, if you want to do YouTube specifically, you have to watch YouTube. There is no way, and I'm sure YouTubers have done it, so nothing is impossible, but it's like trying to be an author without reading a book. Like you have to watch some YouTube to do YouTube. And like I said, I know a little bit about how this works, and so because I've been watching it almost half my life, you have to get an idea of what you're doing. Whoever it is that you look up to, find someone who you look up to in the space who is creating videos similarly to you or has a style of videos similar to you. Find that person, study them a little bit, see how they carry themselves, see how they record, how they are on camera, the tone of their voice, like all these little details. do matter and they do make a difference. And just, like I said, just study them, take in that information and apply, not copy them, but apply it to yourself and to developing your own style. And it'll just help you and motivate you when you see them doing it. You're like, I can do that too, you know? And like I said, at the end of the day, either you want to or you don't, but just Nike has the greatest slogan of all time. We all know Nike does, just do it. And it's so true. Like, practice makes perfect. It's another cheesy saying, but that's also very true. Practice speaking on camera. Practice talking in the mirror. We all remember as kids getting the hairbrush and singing the Diana Ross songs. Or for me, it was Diana Ross. For you, it might have been, it was Mariah Carey was the first album that I learned. Side note. But for me, I had my tube of lipstick singing in the mirror to Mariah Carey as a kid. But whoever your favorite singer is, we all used to like practice in the mirror, like performing and talking and act like you're on a stage or in front of an audience. And like I said, just take the pressure off of yourself. Don't take yourself too seriously. Develop like a childlike personality. I found that that's the best approach to so many things for me in my life now, because I have developed such a strong sense of not taking myself too seriously. And a lot of people think it's confidence, but I think it goes hand in hand. Because when you don't take yourself too seriously, it's just so much easier to relax. You know what I mean? Like, and it does create confidence, or at least it looks like confidence to the outside world. But for me, it's just like, I just don't care. Like, I'm at the point in my life now, and yes, I'm only 26, but y'all, I have been through so much. Go watch the previous videos that I already have up. And of course, I'm going to create more videos just sharing more about myself and my life and my story. I just really don't care. Like, I've been through so much that, like, I think when you go through a lot at one time at a really young age, yes, it does build character. It either makes you or breaks you. But it also just, it helps you to realize that not everything is a big deal. So much stuff that, you know, we think is a big deal and that most people get all out of whack about, when you really go through a lot of hard-ish, you really know. And the real ones know. If you are one of them, comment down below if you know what I mean. Like, not everything is worth, you know, being super out of whack about. Not everything is worth stressing out about. Not everything is worth just losing your mind over. It's just not. Like, you know the things that should rattle you and the things that don't. And for me, having a creative outlet, being on camera now and just enjoying making videos is just so fun for me. And like I said, I just don't care what people have to say. I don't even care, like, for the most part, like, how I've tried to be obviously respectable and decent on camera, but I still don't wear makeup. All I have on right now is lipstick and mascara and eyeliner. I don't have on foundation. I don't have on concealer, and I'm not gonna start just because I'm recording videos now. Like, I don't like wearing a ton of makeup. I've never had. And so, like, I think, like I said, it's just about being yourself, being genuine, staying true to who you are, and believing that your people are going to find you. The people who want to watch you are going to watch you. The people who are supposed to support you are going to support you. You don't have to change too much about yourself to, you know, be successful and to be who you want to be. Like I said, you just have to decide what's worth it for you and what's not, and do what makes you feel good. When you look good, you feel good. So if you are someone who needs makeup or who enjoys wearing makeup on camera and that makes you feel good, it makes you confident, do that. You know, for me, it has the opposite effect. When I have on like foundation and concealer and blush and highlighter, and like when I have more on than just lipstick and mascara and eyeliner, I don't feel confident. And so it's really about what works for you. Do what makes you feel good. If, you know, and even like recording style, like I'm recording this right now on my phone. If recording on a camera, a professional camera, is gonna make you feel better, make you feel more confident, do that. You know, you have to really do what works for you. And, you know, and also don't let not having everything perfect hinder you from recording, hinder you from making videos, from putting yourself out there. If you ran out of makeup but you know that you had filming a video in your schedule for the day, film the video, you know, like, especially if you're doing YouTube, because it is extremely time consuming. People, unless you do it, people do not understand how time consuming doing YouTube is. It is extremely time consuming. And so, you know, don't let anything hold you back. If you know that you want to record videos but you don't have the camera that you want, but you have a phone that has a camera, record on that and then get better as you go along. The main thing is to get the first few videos under your belt, get the experience speaking on camera, you know, start building a bit of a community, start building an audience, and then you can get better as you go along. You can add things as you go along. But I forgot to say that in the beginning of this video, when you look good, you feel good. And so whatever it is that you need to do to make yourself feel confident, to make yourself feel like the best version of yourself, go do that. I love having my nails done. I work with children, and so my nails are not done every single day. But I have been making more of an effort now to do my nails because I love having my nails done. And I do them myself, by the way. But yeah, it's when you look good, you feel good. So take that into consideration as well. On the same topic of like when you look good, you feel good kind of energy, if you need to develop an alter ego, I talk about an alter ego in almost all of my videos. If you need to develop one, do it. If you need to think of the highest version of yourself, give that person the name, the person, the dream version of yourself that you're trying to become or that you're working towards. Act as if you already are that person. And you know, you don't have to give that person a name. It can just be you, insert your name 2.0, like whoever that is to you, the ideal version of yourself in your head. You need to, you know, show up as that person. You need to embody that person. If there's something that, like I said before, makes you feel even better or makes you feel extra confident, you know, whether it's a certain shirt or a certain hairstyle or having your nails done or, you know, whatever it is that brings out wearing glasses. There is a book, I'm going to try to leave it on the screen, called The Alter Ego Effect. And I think the guy in that, he became a different quote unquote person when he put glasses on. Like, there are little things that you can do to make yourself 10 times more confident and to embody a higher version of yourself. All an alter ego is a higher version of you. And so, you know, develop that person as a whole character if you need to. It's not about having split personalities. It is not about being two different people. It is just about being a higher version of yourself. And so many artists, singers, actresses do it every single day. Lady Gaga does it. Halsey has done it. Beyonce, we all know, has done it. Like, people just, what's his name? Eminem did it. Eminem, Slim Shady. Like, you have to, sometimes you need to tap into a different version of yourself in order to be all of it is who you are, because it's still you. You know, it's just a different version of you. And if you don't like thinking of it in those terms, and think of it as the work you and the you at the club. Those are two different people, trust me. I know that they are, and you're not gonna lie to me and act like it's not. The version of you when you are in the classroom or when you are, you know, at school or whatever your profession is, that ain't the same person that it is in the club. That is not the same person that it is when you with your man or with the girls. So like, we all do it every single day. We tap into a different version of ourselves depending on the environment that we're in. That is just a fact. And so if you have a problem with the term alter ego, then don't use that. But whatever it is that you know, are trying to do, if you feel like there's something holding you back, you have to tap into a different version of yourself. You have to be like, okay, just like you have the work you and the church you or the school you and the club you have to have the on-camera you know, and do whatever it is that person would do. Act however it is that person acts, you know. And so just think of it in, you know, the most simple terms is that we all do it every single day. We tap into a different version of ourselves every single day depending on the environment that we are in. When you are around your grandmother, you are not the same person that you are when, you know, you're with the kids or, you know, whoever it is that you hang out with on a daily basis, you know. And you are still you but there might be little subtle things that you do. Maybe you lower your voice around certain people. Maybe you dress different in certain environments. You know, maybe you are a little bit more reserved in certain environments, but in other environments, you're more extroverted. So we all do it every single day. But the term alter ego just gives it, you know, a different name. And so the on-camera you gotta figure out who that person is. Just like you, like I said, just like you figure out how the church you is, and the work you is, and the with your man you is, and the hanging out with the kids you is, and being with grandma. Like, it's all you, but there's certain little subtle changes that we all make depending on the people we're around and the environment that we are in. The next one, I'm almost done, but this seems like common sense, but it's not for a lot of people. Please remember to have fun. And I think that goes back to not taking yourself too seriously. If you, whatever it is you're trying to do, but especially if it's on camera, because people are going to pick up on your energy, you have to have fun and be excited. Like I said before, you want people to feel, you want to be how you want to make people feel. And so when people watch you on camera, how do you want them to feel? If you want them to feel relaxed and chill and stressed and unstressed and just having fun, then you have to be someone who is relaxed and chill and having fun and, you know, enjoying themselves and just taking it easy. And if you want people to feel nervous and tense and, you know, uncomfortable watching you, then that's what's gonna happen if you are nervous, intense, and uncomfortable while you are making videos or while you are on camera. And I know that we have all been in a situation where we are looking at someone on stage and you can tell that they are very nervous and very uncomfortable and would rather be anywhere else. You know, I know that I'm someone who gets nervous for people when I see them nervous. And so if you know that you can pick up on someone else's energy, remember that you want people to feel how you are feeling. So remember that people are going to pick up on your energy. And so if you want people, think about how you want people to be when they are watching you on camera and do your best to embody that so that they are not stressed out and uncomfortable and nervous watching you be stressed out and uncomfortable and nervous. When you're more relaxed, when you're more chill, everything is so much easier and so much better. But I said all that to say to have fun. If you're not enjoying being on camera, like if it's genuinely not something that you enjoy doing and genuinely not something that makes you happy, you should not be doing it. You know what I mean? Like you when it comes to getting out of your comfort zone, you decide what that looks like for you. If you are doing something just because you feel like it's what you should do, but it's not something that you actually want to do, you shouldn't be doing it. You know what I mean? If you're not having fun, if you're not excited about it, it's a difference between not wanting to do something because you're scared to do it, but you really want to. That's different than not doing something, or that's different than doing something because you feel like you have to because other people want you to. Those are two different things. If you're holding yourself back because of fear, but it's something you really want to do, then you still need to do it. But if you're just trying to force yourself to do something that's not you, force yourself to be someone that you're genuinely not, you know, who you know deep down is just really not you, then you just shouldn't be doing it. So you have to know you. It's all about being self-aware. It's all about mindset. It's all about you genuinely knowing yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're the only one who's gonna turn on that camera and record yourself. I am here with just me, myself, and I. Okay? So you definitely have to make sure that you are having fun. You have to make sure that you are enjoying it. And you also have to, like I said before when I talked about speaking to the one person, it's also okay to imagine that you have an audience who is watching you, and you can envision yourself anywhere. If you need to envision yourself being on the Tonight Show or on Saturday Night Live or in front of a live studio audience, then do that. You know, whatever it is that's going to make you excited to be on camera, whatever it is that's going to make you excited to do what you're doing. If you have a small following right now, but you know the goal is to speak to the masses, then turn on your camera and speak as if you are talking to millions of people, to as if you already have all of the YouTube plaques, as if you already have all of the subscribers that you want. Talk to the masses if you need to. You know, act like you already have the audience who is obsessed with you, who is in love with you, who adores you, who wants to watch your videos. Act as if you already have all of that. And it's going to make it so much easier, you know, to... It's also going to take the pressure off, because you're not going to be trying so hard, because your brain doesn't know the difference. So your brain is already going to be like, oh, we're here now. Like, you know, you're not going to be trying too hard, because you already have what you want. You're already speaking to the people who you want to talk to. You already have the audience that you are trying to reach. And so you're going to be talking to them because you know that they're here for you. You know that you already have people who support you. You know that you already have people who are going to show up for you and watch your videos, or watch you on camera, or watch you on TV, or wherever it is that you're trying, whatever platform you are being on camera for. Just act like you already have that audience. And these things, like I said, have helped me so much. If any of them have helped you, please drop them down below. Also, if you are on camera, if you make videos, share things that help you to get more comfortable speaking on camera. Like I said, I am not an expert at this by any means. I am just starting this out right now and hoping to get better as I go along. I am brand new to YouTube. I'm brand new to being on camera. I'm brand new to recording myself and to being on video. But I am enjoying it so much, and these things have really helped me. And so I hope that one, or maybe all of them, hopefully, help at least one of you guys out there. If they have, give this video a thumbs up and go check out some of my other videos. Also, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Bye.